Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you're all doing good, and today we are going to be doing a Kanye West album tier list. You guys know I'm a big Kanye West fan. Kanye West is probably one of the biggest artists in the world, especially within hip-hop, and I thought, you know what, it might be time for me to start doing some rapper album tier lists. You know, Kanye West, Jay-Z, Drake. So let me know in the comments down below who you want to see me do a tier list of next. I'll be including all the albums and mixtapes as well if you want, and even songs off certain albums. If the album's big enough, then we can do the songs on that album. You know what I'm saying? But before we do go any further, this video is sponsored by, of course, you guessed it, DistroKid. If you have seen Kanye's recent tweets, you will know that the music industry is a very, very toxic place. They sign artists, especially young artists, into ridiculous contracts. They give them an advance that seems good, you know, on paper, but you quickly realize it's just a loan, and not a very good loan, and awful rates as well. And that's why if you make music, you need to be using DistroKid, okay? If you want to get your music onto stores such as Spotify, Amazon, Apple Music, literally any store, any digital store that plays music, you can get on it, okay? You don't need a label, you don't need to sign any ridiculous contracts. All you need to do is go to DistroKid, pay $20 a year, that's it, $20 a year to post unlimited songs and albums. Incredible. And if you use my link as seen on screen and in the description, you're gonna get 7% off your first year. So go and try it, guys. I guarantee you'll not regret it, and you can thank me later, okay? DistroKid, go and check them out. All right, so here we go. I've got the albums listed down here in order of release date, starting with the classic College Dropout. We've got a few tiers here, S, A, B, C, D. S is God tier. The rest are obviously just, you know, it's a tier list, man. You guys know what they are by now. So this is gonna be really difficult, actually. I haven't thought about this before. I thought I'd, you know, put my thoughts in the video. This is gonna be hard, you know. I also want to say I might do some rearranging as we go. You know, once we get to the end, I might do some rearranging with what I think is best. But I think College Dropout for me, I'm gonna go with A. Okay, it's not God tier, but it is A. One of the best albums. One of my favorite albums of all time. Definitely a classic. Obviously, you got Yeezus Walks, Diamonds, All Falls Down. So many good songs, man. So many good songs. It's unreal. So yeah, I'm gonna have to put College Dropout in the A tier. I've got so many memories to this album, man. Spaceship. Oh, bro, you know what? I got to listen to the tracks while I do this. I'm not gonna play it for you guys because copyright, but I gotta hear some of the songs as I do this tier list. Working his grave shift, and I ain't made shit. Let's go. Yeah, look at this, man. We got We Don't Care. These are some of my favorite tracks on the album. We Don't Care, All Falls Down, Spaceship, Yeezus Walks, Never Let Me Down. Oh my God. Get 'em High, Workout Plan, Slow Jams. Yeah, this song, okay, this song, yeah. Through the Wire, man. This album is certified. Would I say God tier? I may say God tier later on, but for now it's A tier. All right, next up we got Late Registration, and I just realized actually that Diamonds is on Late Registration and not College Dropout, so my bad for that. But I think Late Registration for me is probably I think that was my first Kanye West album that I kind of listened to in its entirety. You know what I mean? Like for College Dropout, I kind of went back. That was already out when I started getting into music. But the Late Registration album was where I was like, okay, I'm a fan of Kanye. I'm buying this album and I'm listening to it all the way through, if that makes sense. So you do have some bangers on here, of course. Gold Digger, Touch the Sky, probably two of the biggest on this album. Diamonds as well. But I don't think I can put Late Registration on the same level as College Dropout. I don't think I can. When I'm in need. Oh my. Let's go. Friend indeed. Oh, she's a gold digger. Way over time. This song, oh my God. Yeah, I just realized this video is gonna look so stupid when you guys can't hear what I'm vibing to. So hopefully Martin, my editor, cuts it down a little bit. It doesn't make me look too stupid. But yeah, Late Registration, I think realistically, I want to be honest, I think I might put this in the B tier. Very good album. I want to say as well, every album on this tier list, I love, okay? I love every album that Kanye's done. I'm one of those guys, okay? But I have to be fair, and I don't think Late Registration is on the level of College Dropout for me, you know? Graduation next. And again, you know, it's all about opinion as well and nostalgia. You know, who am I to say? You know, my opinion of these albums may be different to yours, and that's okay. Also, you know, my opinion on this album may differ depending on my life experiences. I might have been in a certain situation when Graduation came out, you know? Maybe Laura and I were first, you know, seeing each other when Graduation came out, and it takes me back, you know, and that's why I like the album more than other albums, you know? You got to think about this. So in the comments, be mindful of that. Graduation, though, very good album. Okay, Graduation. We have obviously one of Kanye's biggest songs again, Stronger. The Good Life featuring T-Pain. Can't Tell Me Nothing. Oh man, I don't feel right putting Late Registration in B tier, man. But yeah, it's the same with Graduation, I think. I think Graduation and Late Registration are both in the B tier. Damn. B tier is solid though. I don't want you guys thinking that I don't like B tier. It's just that College Dropout. Oof. And then we've got some God tier albums coming up. You guys know we've got some God tier albums coming up. So next up, we've got 808s and Heartbreak. Now, I will be honest, 808s and Heartbreak for me came at a point and a period in my life where I was very against the auto-tune, you know? At the time, I was like, gangster rap, real rap. And I wasn't really willing to open my mind and, you know, enjoy the sounds and enjoy the, you know, where the music was going in the auto-tune era. So at the time, I was very against this album and I didn't listen to it much. But however, since then, I've gone back to it, listened to a lot of the songs, and I do have to say, very solid album. Heartless. Oh, this is a tricky one, man. This is a tricky one. Like I said, I might have to reorganize this. I might have to put these in A tier so I can afford to put others in lower tiers. But we're gonna stick with what I've got for now. I think Love Lockdown, I'm gonna put into the C tier, okay? Now don't get me wrong, like I said, I do love this album. Going back, I do enjoy the songs. I think the songs are brilliant. It's just that I don't have the connection I have to this album like I do with the other albums, you know what I'm saying? So at the time, I wasn't giving it a chance, and that's my fault, yes, but I can't put it any higher in my tier list because of that reason. So C tier. Next up, we have My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Oh my god. Every song on this album is insane, okay? Dark Fantasy, Gorgeous, Power, All of the Lights, Monster, So Appalled, Devil in a New Dress, Runaway, Hell of a Life, Blame Game, Lost in the World, Who Will Survive in America. This album is the first album on this tier list that we're going to put in the God tier. And I hope all you Kanye fans out there agree. This album is actually insane. This came at a time where Kanye was obviously having a lot of the troubles with Taylor Swift. You know, he kind of got expelled from the industry a little bit, so he went away, and I think he went away and just, you know, worked on this album, came back, dropped it, and was like, yo, my name's Kanye West, what's up? And this album is just, I have so many memories from this as well. Like, you guys, maybe not of you all remember, but he was doing a series as well called Good Friday, where he used to drop a song every single Friday. You know, Lloyd Banks, one of my favorite artists from G Unit, was in there as well, and it's just like the whole lead up and the whole era for this album for me was just top tier, man. And the songs on it are just insane, man. You know, like Runaway, All the Lights, Monster, Power, Blame Game. Blame Game was one of my favorite Kanye West songs of all time. Dark Fantasy, My Beautiful Twisted Dark Fantasy is the best Kanye West album. Oh, I'm not saying it's the best album of all time. I'm not saying it's the best Kanye album. No, it is. Yeah, it's Kanye's best album. It is the best album on this tier list. Well, actually, no, it's not. It's not. It's not. Next up, though, we have Watch the Throne. Watch the Throne, I will go to say, is my favorite album of all time. Equal to 50 Cent's Get Rich or Die Trying album, okay? Other than 50 Cent, this album right here is my favorite album of all time. Watch the Throne, I will go to say, is one of the best albums ever. And I hope we get a Watch the Throne too, man. I don't care if it even ruins this. I just want to hear Kanye West and Jay-Z on the same song again, on the same album again. I just need to hear that in my life, man. This Paris, Otis, Gotta Have It. Oh my gosh, Murder to Excellence, Who Gonna Stop Me, Welcome to the Jungle. Yeah, this is my favorite album of all time. The best album on this tier list, the best Kanye West album of all time, but My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is the best solo album of all time. You see what I'm saying there, you know? But these two are goated. If I could put these two like in a separate tier list, I would. They don't even belong in God tier. They belong in Super Saiyan God tier, you know what I'm saying? Let's go. Oh, like, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here without Watch the Throne or 50 Cent's Get Rich or Die Trying. I wouldn't be here, man. So not only do I love the albums, not only do I think they're, you know, great pieces of art, I just think for me personally, what they did for me as a person, as an artist, bro, it's emotional. I love these two albums, man. The best albums of all time, for my opinion. But yo, if I had to choose to delete one of these two albums off the face of the planet, I would have no hesitation. It would be My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy any day of the week. But I still think it's a top album. I just think Watch the Throne is, ugh. Okay, anyway, let's move on. Let's move on. Yeezus. This album came out when I first moved to London when I was at university, okay? So I was living on my own for the first time in an apartment in London. You know, it's a challenging city to come to when you're on your own. I didn't really have many friends here either. The way my university worked is you didn't really make friends at my university. There was a lot of like older students, I guess. There was no freshers, nothing like that. So for me, I had, you know, my flat, my apartment, my music, and that was kind of really it. And also Breaking Bad and the show 24. I watched those two shows like consistently. But yeah, Yeezus. I know Yeezus at first was not a very sought after album. A lot of people were thinking, oh, Kanye's gone crazy, man. Kanye's, you know, same with 808s and Heartbreaks. Kanye kind of moved on to a different lane, started doing started working on a different sound. And that's the reason Kanye is who he is today, really, because he's always never been scared to break the boundaries and pioneer the sound. I don't think hip hop would be where it is today without Kanye, and that's a fact. So yeah, Yeezus, you got songs like Black Skinhead, I Am a God, New Slaves, Blood on the Leaves, Bound 2, I'm In It. Yeah, very good album actually. When you look back, a very, very good album. Yeah, I think the issue with this album is it's very short. A lot of Kanye's albums started to become short as time went on. But yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say this album is, you know, S tier or even A tier to be fair, but I think it's better than most people think. And I think it got a lot of bad press when it first dropped. You know what I'm saying? So after time, it definitely grew on me and a lot of other people. So I'm going to put this Yeezus album into the B tier, I think. I think B tier for this album right here. Next up, we have The Life of Pablo, okay? The Life of Pablo. This isn't, you know, this goes against what I was saying a minute ago with being a short album. This is a very long album, and I think it's probably going to get, you know, extra points for that reason. I think you guys already know where I'm going with this one, but I think this is going to be our second album in the A tier. And again, it's hard because Late Registration, Graduation, 2 albums that meant the world to me, still mean the world to me. But I think you can't always hold on to the past, you know. College Dropout is in the A tier because of its nostalgia, but I think it's still a solid album. But I think Life of Pablo has to go into the A tier above Late Registration and Graduation. Next one is Ye. Now, these 3 albums are very recent. Very, very recent. And again, every Kanye West album is surrounded by, I guess you could say, controversy. Maybe it's a ploy to sell more albums, to promote the albums, or maybe it's just Kanye being Kanye and actually he is going through some stuff, which I think it is that, you know, I think it is that option. But yeah, these 3 albums are going to be tough to rank here. Let's see. 7 songs on this album. I do have to say I do like them all. I'm a fan of them all, but can I realistically put them? This album here, Ye, like, I don't think this is the best album. I'm not gonna put it too high on this tier list, but individually, song per song, man, it's great. It really is great. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I think it's so, the songs are so good individually, but I think comparing it to the rest of this tier list and the other albums that Kanye has, I can't put it too high. I think I'm gonna go for the C tier for Ye. Okay, next up we got Kid See Ghost, a collaborative album with Kanye West and Kid Cudi. And maybe it's an issue of time. Maybe it is an issue for time, but I think this album as well is probably gonna go into the C tier. Again, some really great albums. Feel Free. I think Free Ghost Town Part 2 is one of the best songs of all time. I love both of these albums here, Ye and Kid See Ghost. I just think compared to the other albums here, maybe it's because they're shorter, maybe it's because they're more recent, I don't know. But yeah, C tier for these 2 albums here, I think, unfortunately. Now, Jesus Is King, probably one of the most controversial albums that Kanye has done. Maybe one of the riskiest albums he's done as well. Obviously, a gospel album, you know, a hip hop / gospel album. Not many people were expecting this. This is Kanye, you know, I guess moving more into his Christian side of life, especially in his, you know, combining his music with that side of his life. And yeah, the songs are good though. I don't agree with, most people will tell you, closed on Sunday, hey, you my Chick-fil-A. That's my favorite song on the album. Most people will tell you just because it's like a gospel album, just because it's a Christian album, it's about God, they're not going to listen to it, they're not going to give it a chance. I think that's incorrect. I don't agree with that. You should listen to the album and give it a chance for the music itself. Yeah, maybe you don't, you know, maybe you're not a Christian, but you don't have to be, you know. Skip a few songs. Listen to Close on Sunday. That's it's about Chick-fil-A at the end of the day. But nah, but yeah, I do like this album. I'm a fan of it. But if I'm comparing it to the rest of Kanye West albums, realistically, it's not gonna go above the C tier. Like, I can't put it above the C tier. Nah, I think maybe. But I think for me, I do like the songs on here. I don't think it's a bad album at all. I just don't think it compares to the rest of the albums. And looking at this now, I think I'm happy with what I've chosen, you know. I think I'm happy with what I've chosen. Let me know down in the comments what you guys would have done or what your tier list would have been, and I'll try and reply and read some of your comments down there. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy it. Let me know if you want to see more tier lists, more album tier lists, and I'm definitely down to do them. If you did enjoy it, make sure you leave a like. Subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. We're trying to hit 1 million by the end of the year, and we're trying to beat Simon's Twitch followers to 1 million as well. But yeah, thank you for watching. Make sure you let me know in the comments who else you want to see me do a album tier list of. And yeah, take care, guys. Make sure you check out DistroKid. Click the link in the description. And yeah, peace.
Born in nuts, raised in the gulag. Bitch, I'm a freak, I ain't human. Been doing this, no rumor. Okay, boomer. I don't know how many times I told y'all I'ma raise this roof like, oh Lord. Last year you was hitting on man, now I see you front row of the show taking photos.